lahat. Magandang araw sa inyong tanan. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hey, welcome to episode 12. Yay! So, kamusta kayo, aking mga co-hosts, Jerky, Kay, at Angela?
Oh, good.
Mabuti, nilalamig.
Okay naman.
Mainit
Medyo
dito
mainit sa
amin.
labas.
No, malamig yung
Yeah.
paa ko parati, di ba? Hindi ko alam kung bakit.
okay.
Mag-medyas ka.
Naka-medyas na ako.
Cold
Tito.
feet.
Tito.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Nirarayuma.
So, hello, welcome sa ating mga listeners dito sa BAE'S Kamp podcast, and I am your host for this month's episode, Tito Phil, at uulitin ko ulit, nasa episode 12 na tayo, so once a month, 12 episodes, 12 months, meaning
Yes.
1 year.
Happy
One
anniversary,
year.
Happy
to
anniversary.
BAE'S Kamp! Woohoo!
Yay!
Sabihin ko, Happy New Year.
Pwede.
Pwede.
Pwede rin naman
Annual,
kasi,
diba?
diba?
Oo.
Oo.
Happy
So, anniversary
New
na ng
Year.
ating BAE'S Camp podcast. So, technically, this is our 12th episode. So, we have completed a full calendar of episodes na by the time that this episode comes out. So, thank you very much sa lahat ng aming listeners, mga taga-subaybay, at lahat na nagsishare sa aming show. So, very brief description. So, this actually started as a small personal project. Tama? Di ba aking mga co-hosts?
Mhm.
Oo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nung nagkikita pa tayo.
Yeah, tanda
Oo,
ko
nung
sa,
physical.
Pa magkape.
sa isang coffee shop pa tayo sa downtown nagkita-kita.
Oo.
Oo. Tapos may nagyayabang pa ng... well, hindi naman nagyayabang. May nagpapakita pa ng Apple Pencil, no?
Yeah.
Oo.
Sino kaya yun?
Nakaka-inspire bumili na ng pencil. So, yeah, that we started prior to the pandemic. So, yeah, physically, pwede pa, hindi pa kailangan mag-mask kapag lumalabas. And obviously, the world did a full 180 on us. So, it actually turned around on, not just on us, to everyone sa
Else in the
mundong,
world.
yeah, sa lahat na nakatira sa planet Earth. Yun ang masasabi natin. But, so going back to the show, we are very happy that we did this because for multiple reasons that, well, I think number one would be we have an outlet.
Yep.
To voice out our opinions, and it helps us keep in touch.
Yeah.
Of course, bilang co-hosts ko sila, aside sa co-host ko sila, yung number one pa rin is friends ko naman sila. So, para nagiging bonding
Related
time.
Valentine's episode ba to?
Are you sure?
Ako, iniisip ko, friends ko kayo. Ewan ko sa inyo.
Joke na.
Unrequited.
Grabe
Yeah, oo.
naman. Anyway, weird talaga nag-humor natin. Sige, tuloy na.
Salamat, and we hope you continue to listen to our show and share. So aside from listening, of course, we always welcome your feedback. So please, and thank you very much sa aming lahat ng makikinig. Hopefully, you'll be there for the next 12, and who knows?
Episodes.
Hanggang sa kaya
Yeah.
naming magbigay ng episodes to you, we will give it to you.
Yes.
Our heartfelt thanks. So,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Now I can give it to you.
So I will...
Labo.
Yeah. Oo nga no? May ganun.
Sino kumanta nun?
Si
Di
si
ko
kilala.
Mariah
ba
tsaka
yun?
si Jarol ba?
Hindi
R&B
ko alam.
yun eh.
Yeah.
R&B siya yun.
Si Mariah yung isa. Anyway, go.
Yeah, so again, thank you. So, itidirect na natin kay Ange for our bonfire sessions.
Wala tayong bonfire sessions.
Oh,
Ay, wala.
wala. Oo.
Kayo,
Kayo, baka may personal bonfire session kayo.
Siguro meron lang. Maikli lang na sharing. So, since nasa March na tayo, medyo grammar-related to. Culture grammar-related. So, as if you guys don't already know yet, di ba, nag-aaral nga kami ni Phil ngayon, and my friend / my instructor, my sensei, actually taught me 3 words a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago na. Beginning ng class. You know how we always talk about bakit ang bilis-bilis ng January, ang bilis-bilis ng February, ang bilis-bilis ng March. Basically, yung first quarter of the year, parang bigla lang nawawala, di ba? So, apparently sa Japanese language, meron, I guess, adjective to describe January, February, and March. January, they usually describe it as Ikutsuki, which is, iku is to, parang to leave or to go. So, it's a month that goes away. February is called Nigeru Tsuki, which is, Nigeru means parang to escape or to flee. And March is Saru Tsuki, which is parang aalis. So, parang they're using words about like leaving or fleeing or flying away to describe those 3 months. So, I just thought it was kind of fascinating. And since patapos na, halos sa kalahati na tayo ng, patapos na ng March, no? Kalahati na ng March.
Payday na next week.
Yeah. Kami kahapon.
Yeah.
Ako sa baho daw
Kahapon, oo.
15:30 kami.
So, anyway, yun lang gusto ko i-share. I thought that was kind of appropriate for this month. Pero wala tayong comments from all of the previous episodes. So, hopefully, we'll have some in the next one. So, you know where you guys can contact us. So, back to you, Phil.
Yep. Hey, thank you very much. Siguro busy ang ating mga listeners sa pagka-catch up din. Siguro kasi, di ba, first quarter of the month. For the year. So, medyo busy siguro sila. So,
Saka,
dito pa rin
kumakayod para pambayad nung mga expenses nung holiday.
Actually, oo.
I know, I did.
Yung mga nagpariban dyan.
Oo.
Parang
ano yung balayage?
Balayage. Pakulay.
Basta yun. Yung may mga ombre pa. Okay, so, yan naman tayo sa usapan po. So, thank you very much, Ange, sa sharing na yun. So yung bonfire session naman natin is variable. So, yeah, salamat, Ange, sa pag-share nun. So, onwards to our show proper. So, for this episode, we would like to talk about something na hindi naman, I don't think na nabibring up ever sa aming personal discussions. And that is music. Sa tingin nyo?
Medyo, yeah.
Nag-uusap ba tayo tungkol sa music?
Movie, oo. Pero hindi.
Music, not really. Yeah.
Parang hindi ko rin naaano masyado kapag now I'm trying to reel back
Magkakaiba
yung mga
yata tayo
usapan
kasi
natin.
talaga ng trip eh.
Oo.
Saka, I think yung trend ngayon is pag nakikinig ka ng music, it's just for yourself. Like, naka-headphones ka.
Yes.
You know, that kind of thing. You don't really, unless you're in a car or you're in the house, right? You don't listen to it over speakers. And medyo rude naman kung ikaw yung tipo ng tao na nagpe-play ng music over the speaker sa public places. Kung ganun ka, like, close this window. We don't want you. Joke.
Ako nga, konting lakas lang. Yung kapitbahay ko sa baba, nagreklamo.
Oo nga, nagkakangalas sa araw kahit hindi naman ikaw. Although, like, before natin, bago bumalik kay Phil, I just remembered something, and this is how ancient I am. So, like, nabanggit nga ni Kelvin about yung sharing yung music. So, I'm pretty sure kayong tatlo naalala yung Yahoo Messenger, right?
Yep.
So, nung gumagamit pa ako ng Yahoo Messenger, like, way back, merong plug-in sa YM where, kapag nagpe-play ka ng song sa Winamp, so, pwede kang mag-install ng plug-in sa YM. Oo, Winamp, guys.
What?
Hindi pa nagpipick up yung iTunes nun eh. So, Winamp.
ko na yun.
Winamp pa rin gamit ko today.
Winamp. So, tapos, pag nagpe-play ka ng song, pwedeng mag-connect dun sa status message mo sa YM kung ano yung piniplay mo. Wala lang. I just remember that.
Ginawa din na sa Friendster ata yan at some point eh.
Oo.
Yung mag-update yung status mo with the song that you're listening to.
You're listening.
Oh, yeah.
Parang jerkies listening.
Nalala ko lang din bigla. Kasi di ba ngayon, kung may Spotify account ka, pwede mong i-share yung album cover or yung song cover nung YM din nun din dati. Meron lang akong story kasi sobrang funny before. Meron ata akong isang song na hindi ata tama yung spelling nung singer. Tapos may nag-message sa akin na acquaintance na famous na director na siya ngayon sa Philippines. Sobrang tinawanan niya ako kasi sobrang wrong spelling yung pangalan ni singer. Tapos sabi ko, ano spelling ng name niya eh. And like, medyo na-take off ako. Kumbaga, alam mo yung pag sa mga animated show, may lumalabas na pulang icon dun sa noo nung karakter na parang kumukunot yung noo.
Yeah,
Parang ganon. So, nalala ko lang bigla. Tapos, nalala ko lang yung sinasabi na parang nag-trigger lang nung kinuwento ni Kelvin about us listening to songs, na parang personal experience siya. So, ayun lang. Anyway, balik ko na kalit kay Phil.
Yeah. So, okay yan. So, magandang start.
Oo.
Kasi naman nun, di ba eto, very quick lang din, mabilis, madako dun sa sinabi mo. Kasi di ba nung kapag nagpe-play ka ng mga MP3s, again, Winamp, di ba minsan pag nagda-download ka, parang kanya-kanyang lagay lang din naman ng label yun, di ba? Nung actual
Tapos tinawanan ako
MP3.
nung acquaintance ko, sobrang nakakahiya. Kasi sabi niya parang something along the lines ng barok na.
So, pag na-download mo, pangit yung label, yun talaga lalabas yung label.
Oo.
Yun yung nakakatawang part. Okay. Sige, salamat sa pag-share. So, yung episode na to is more of about our lifestyle soundtracks or yung mga kantang medyo sa amin may ibig sabihin. Could be positive, could be negative. Nag-i-invoke ng emotions kapag pinapakinggan namin.
For me, it's more of a trigger. Yun yung paano ko siya i-describe.
And I think it's more of a personal thing, sabi nga kanina ni Kay, na parang, kasi diba, kaya hindi naman natin masyadong napag-uusapan yung music is because may mga kanya-kanya tayong preferences and naka-headset tayo pag pinapakinggan natin siya.
Yeah.
So, it's, so, ngayon malalaman nyo kung ano yun. So, we will share songs about what we think that generally fits our lifestyle. Could be in the past, when we were younger, could be now, or pwede rin in the future, what can relate in the future. Tapos, sasabihin na lang kung ano yung important dun sa song na yun. So,
Okay.
I will start.
Yes.
Sa pag-share ng songs na yun. So, ako parang gusto ko mag-start dun sa songs na, so, I did a self-reflection nung iniisip ko kung anong gagawin i-share para sa episode na to. So, I decided na, why not start back dun sa medyo bata-bata ako. Tapos, parang ang naging selection process ko na lang is kung ano yung biglang pupasok sa isip ko. So, ngayon, kunyari, nagpe-prepare ako. It's like, nung bata ako, ano ba yung pinaka naaalala kong song? So, yun yung mga biglang pinagsusulat ko na lang. Kasi yun yung mga medyo tumatak sa akin. Most of the songs that I'll be sharing will be in the past. So, I will start. So, yung pinakauna na medyo part na, I would say lifestyle or something na yun nga, sa akin medyo tumatak, is yung kantang, ewan ko kung sa palabas to, sa Pilipinas. So, ito hindi siya full song, it's a jingle. So, alam nyo,
Okay.
ako ang kapitbahay nyo.
Laging
handa tumulong
Saan
sa
yan?
inyo.
Ano yun?
Siya'y kilala
Ako.
nyo. I think it's Batibot. Siya'y
la,
kilala
la.
nyo.
Ang alam ko
Ako.
yung pagmulat ng mata,
ninyo.
pagising sa...
Ninyo.
Ah,
Oo, yun yung
Parang siyang
yun yung
din.
naalala ko eh.
Oh my God, sorry. Natuwa ako kasi sinabayan ko si Phil.
Oo nga, talaga kumanta kami ni Angela.
Naalala ko, hindi ba para siyang segment ni Kuya? Hindi ba si Kuya Boji ang kumanta nito? I don't know. Like,
Hindi ko na nga rin maalala eh.
feeling ko parang part siya ng segment ng Batibot when they talk about parang certain types of jobs.
I
Tapos
think so.
ini-introduce siya sa mga bata. Na parang,
Oo.
these are the types of jobs that you will see in your neighborhood. Parang ganun. I think, hindi clear yung memory ko, pero I think yun yung segment na yun ng Batibot. So,
Oo. Pero ang galing, no? Parang all of these years, parang more than XXX years of my life. 18 years of my life pala. So,
21 ka na, di ba? Like, 2020 na.
oo nga pala. Sorry. 21 na pala ako. So, yun yung naalala ko. I think, kaya siya naging significant for me nung as a bata ako kasi parang, yun yung isa sa mga nagbibigay sa akin ng idea. It's like, parang educational siya for me. Kaya ako siya parang nilagay na parang part na, tsaka paminsan-minsan kinakanta ko nga siya habang tumatakbo ko eh.
Seryoso?
I don't know. Di ba parang simple jingle sa kapag na yung parang hirap na hirap ka nang tumakbo. It's like, minsan kinakanta ko siya sa ulo ko. I don't know, for some odd reason. Yun yung so yun yung number 1. Kasi number 2, another song from the past. So, madako tayo sa boy band. Ito, natatawa ako pag naalala ko to. Yung Boyzone. Naalala niyo ba yung boy band na Boyzone? Tapos, meron kasi isang song sila na yung No Matter What.
Ay, okay.
Yan. Yun
Ang chord
yung
music ko lang.
kukomentan ko.
Hindi ko mag-gets.
Yun yung kukomentan ko, yung intro nilang yun. Kasi, kaalala ko nung, grade school ata ako, no high school ako. Tapos, parang meron akong friend, no, na parang, kinakanta namin siya. Tapos, kinakabisado namin yung intro na yung, chikicha, chikicha, yung may mga ganun-ganun.
Parang aso lang na nagpapan.
Oo. Tapos, kinakanta na namin ng buo. So, pero yung pinaka-main focus namin ay yung intro. And after namin naman, so eventually, nakabisado namin siya. Tapos, noon, di ba, ewan ko kung may CD naman na nun yata. Tapos, pero
Uy,
tape pa
tape
din.
yung ganyan ko. Tape.
Yung Boyzone, no?
Kulay puti
Cassette.
yung album na yun.
Kasi tape pa.
Ay, alam ko.
May CD, may tape ako niyan.
Yung mismo talaga yung album na yun. Ba?
Oo.
Okay, oo. So, yun yung, parang sa akin naman, ang nagtitrigger sa memory ko, it's like, parang sobrang fun nung moment na yun. It's a simple challenge, pero, yun nga, parang, it's a way of bonding with friends, no, na parang, syempre, nung panahon yun, kasi, kasagsagan ng, di ba, mga boy bands, girl bands, lahat ng klase ng bands, meron. So, Boyzone yung isa doon. Basta yun yung isa sa akin naging sing-along. Basta sing-along.
May tanong ako sa'yo, Phil. Nung kinakanta mo yung song na yan, naalaman mo ba na naging song yan ng trailer na isang sexy film?
Ay, hindi.
Really?
Talaga?
Talaga?
I think
Hindi ko alam.
Nung kasagsagan niya, ito trivia to ha, and feeling ko sana
Oo.
maraming mag-respond pa may nakinig nito. So, nung kasagsagan ng boy band, kasagsagan din ng mga movie ng Seiko Films. Tapos, alam mo yung mga weird na titles ng mga sexy movies na puro related sa pagkain.
Patikim ng pinya.
Oo, related ata siya sa patikim ng pinya. Tapos, kaya nung sinabi ni Jeric na parang tunog porn yung umpisa, I think sinadya nila yon. Sinadya nila na, and I don't know if may copyright thing to. Who knows, right? It was like late 90s, early 2000s. Yung intro lang na, yung chika-chika, yung pinapatugtog dun sa trailer. So, kaya parang na-associate yung, even though like yung lyrics ng No Matter What is, I think it's a good song, diba? Like, feel you agree with me. Na-associate siya dun sa sexy film na yun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, yan ang nugget of trivia sa inyo. Gusto ko malaman kung aware ka doon, especially like bata ka, kasi ako aware ako dahil nakikita ko sa TV, sa commercial. Tapos may tape nga ako nung No Matter What, diba? So, wala lang. Gusto ko lang i-share.
Sige, napag-connect mo yun. Hindi ko alam. Sige nga, i-research ko kung ano yung,
hanapin mo.
yung Seiko film na yun.
There should be somewhere.
Ng pinya.
There should be somewhere din. Merong random website na meron niya information niya. Hindi pwedeng wala. So.
Sige, titingnan ko yun. Tuloy ako. Tapos isa pa, so yun yung isa yun No Matter What ng Boyzone. Paminsan-minsan pinapatugtog ko pa din siya sa Spotify eh. Ako kung bakit. Again,
may MP3
kasi mga
ako
tumatak kasi sa isip ko yun eh. So pag wala akong maisip, blah blah blah. So, i-play ko siya. Tapos yung isa pa, ito medyo, I don't know. Dahil ito sa isang movie eh, yung kantang Someday We'll Know. As in, talagang sobrang, I would say, tatak siya sa isip ko na tipong, I play it from time to time, even yung whole album. Pero yung song na yun, talaga like, hindi ko siya makalimutan. I don't know, for some reason. Kasi dahil sa isang movie, hindi ko natatago yung pangalan ng movie.
Ito yung version ng movie yung sinasabi mo, right? Yung
babae lalaki.
Kasi may ibang version yan eh, original.
Di ba alive yata yung ano na yan?
Ano ba? The original song is band talaga siya.
Tapos, no, I mean, kahit yung band na yun, I think alive, may pagka-alive ata sila.
Hindi yun. Hindi sila yung
gets. Tama.
Hindi sila yung original na kumanta. Ibang band altogether.
Pwede yung mag-drop. New Radicals yata, di ba?
New Radicals yung
New Radicals.
original. Pero yung sa Someday We'll Know sa movie, si Mandy Moore at saka si Jonathan Foreman yung kumanta.
Yung lead singer ng New Radicals.
hindi ba?
Switchfoot.
Akala ko
Switchfoot na yata.
Switchfoot na ba?
Switchfoot
Yeah.
na ba yun? Okay, sige.
Yata,
Oo.
yung pangalawa. Hindi ko sure.
Oo.
Kaya nasabi ko na Alive kasi yung mga kanta nila, di ba? Only Hope, Someday We'll
Oo.
na, ano parang.
Di ba may OPM din na version yan?
Ay,
Yung
meron?
Someday
ba?
We'll Know? Oh, alam mo naman yung OPM.
Baka yung mga yung mga acoustic.
Ano yun?
Cover.
Hindi
hindi ko alam kung
Tagalize?
sino
Hindi naman
hindi ko alam kung
Tagalize?
sino-
Hindi ko alam yung
Hindi
Tagalize
Hindi Tagalize.
okay.
English pa rin,
Feeling ko-
pero
Ah.
Hindi
OPM
ko
style.
acoustic.
Acoustic.
Madami naman na ganun.
Oo. I'm happy na. Pakinggan mo yung Someday We'll Know. Anyway, wala lang. Natuwa lang ako.
I wanna be in two places at once.
Uy, next sa susunod na yan. May
Oo.
episode tayo.
Pero yun nga, yung song na yun, again, nang dahil sa pelikulang, hindi ko natatago, sige, sabihin ko na, A Walk to Remember, alam naman ng,
Oo.
yung mga generation natin, syempre alam nila yun.
Mm-mm.
Yung A Walk to Remember, sa mga hindi nakakaalam, panoorin yun, A Walk to Remember.
Oo.
Our
Ah,
love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it.
ay nako, lumalabas sa pagiging romantic ng
Memorize
ni
ko
Tito
yan.
Jerky.
Favorite
Ako sa'yo.
Hmm.
Nung high school.
So, para sa akin, kapag pinapakinggan ko siya, it brings back, yan nga, yung high school memories and then yung movie. So, it's like, yeah, I would say, parang feel good or something na parang it keeps me, it reminds me of my childhood, kaya gusto ko
Yeah,
siyang
yeah,
pakinggan. Kaya masarap siyang, and of course,
Pakinggan.
maganda yung song. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam ng song, yun nga, sinabi namin, Someday We'll Know, try it, pakinggan nyo. Alam ko shameless plug to, pero maganda yung song. Maganda yung actual message yung song. And dovetailing dun sa part na yun, na isa pang galing sa movie, is yung isa pang song na yung Dancing in the Moonlight. Ito,
Switchfoot din yun.
ay hindi, Top Loader. Hindi ko alam
Top
kung sino
Loader ba?
original, pero Top Loader yung kumanta nito. Ito
Akala ko
mainly,
Switchfoot.
una ko siyang napakinggan dahil dun sa movie.
Yeah,
Pero
doon din
kaya
siya.
siya tumatak sa akin, kasi meron kaming performance nung high school, PE, yung may mga kung ano nung dance step na may mga pangalan-pangalan pa. Ito yung sinayaw namin. Yung group kami. Tapos yung mga ka-group ko nun, kami yung I would say, rebels sa class. Na parang, kami
In
yung
short,
palaging
pasaway.
nagpapatawa. O kami yung pasaway. Pero sila yung likas na matatalino. Ako wala, talagang pasaway lang talaga ako. Talaga, kasi naalala ko lang, natatawa ako na naalala ko yung pag nagpa-practice kami. Tapos actually nagpe-perform na kami. Tapos parang, pag narinig ko yung song na yun, every time na, kunyari sa Spotify, na pinapakinggan ko, it's like, babalik din yung memory sa akin yun. So, yun yung significant part sa akin, ng Dancing in the Moonlight. Again, a great song. Pakinggan nyo din. And lastly, ito, medyo naging theme song ko siya nung, I think, early 20s.
Kala ko
I don't
18 ka
know.
pa lang.
Nung
Bilis,
Nung
Matt.
20
Labas may
nung
calculator.
20 years old ako hanggang ngayon. So recently.
Hirap pag sinungaling, no?
Kelvin, sorry, paki-adjust na lang yung volume.
So recently pala. Sorry, my words are failing me. I haven't thought of that. So yung kanta ni Daniel Powter na Bad Day.
Oh, yeah.
So naging pagsasasan ko. Kasi, well, talaga, when you had a bad day, again, yung song na yun, pag napakinggan nyo, hindi ko na siya kakantahin kasi hindi ako, baka umulan pa, maganda yung panahon sa labas.
Yeah.
We will share yung list sa show notes. Don't worry, guys. So,
And alam
yung
mo,
mga songs
Philip,
na yun.
for some reason, yung Bad Day na yan, di ba, Bad Day nga yung lyrics, ano siya ang iba yung effect niya sa akin, opposite. Sumasaya ako, hindi ko alam kung
Talaga?
Tapos may nabasa nga din ako some time ago na parang ganun din daw yung effect sa kanya nung song na yun. Yeah.
Pero kasi parang upbeat. Ngayon nabanggit mo siya, para kasi may...
Ano niya, yeah.
ano ba
May
yung
something
lyrics
doon sa
niya?
tono
Baka
niya.
naman
You
yung
had a
lyrics
bad
din.
day, taking one down, sing a sad song just to turn it around.
Oh,
Di ba
yeah.
yun?
Yeah.
Oo.
So, feeling ko baka, parang, alam mo yung
Turn something negative
parang rarara
into
song siya
positive.
sa'yo na calming. Baka ganun yung effect.
Baka nga.
I know
Oo.
this song. It's actually a good song. So,
So, yun, again, medyo emo-ish, pero...
no, it's not. It's okay.
kinda, para kasi minsan,
not
di ba,
emo.
parang, tama din naman kasi na parang minsan pag bad day, parang ako minsan parang don't talk to me. Parang hayaan mo kung mag-mourn dun sa bad day ko. It's like, and
Okay.
listen to a sad song and then it's like, yeah, eventually I'll get over it. So, minsan kailangan lang din talaga natin yung sarili mong space at parang kahit sino mag-usap sa'yo, kahit parents mo, kahit it's like na mahilig din. Ako yung taong nakikinig din ng mga, pag sad ka, gusto mo makinig ng sad songs.
Yes.
So, yun yung minsan ginagawa ko. And eventually, tomorrow, the day after, that's like, okay, I'm fine. Parang okay na. At least naiano ko na doon sa pakikinig. At naka-repeat yun. Paulit-ulit yun. Yung tipong, kung may CD player ka, gas na siya sa Discman mo.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya, kasi palagi naka-repeat. Yun. So, yun yung sa akin. So, yun yung aking mga song. So, salamat sa pakikinig.
Thank you, Phil.
Walang anuman. So, next. So, after my sharing, ito na. Si
ako na ba?
Tito Jerky.
Ang
Tito
hirap
Jerky.
nung mga
Ano kaya ang
nag-share
makanta natin?
Si Phil, ang dami kong naalala. Nagka-cross
Diba?
out tuloy ako ngayon sa list ko. Kailangan ko
Stick to your
down.
list. Ano ka ba? Stick to your list. We'll probably have another music episode like sa susunod. So,
ano ba yung akin? Again, yun nabanggit ko kanina. Na-narrow down ko to kasi based sa mga natitrigger niya sa akin. Na emotions, some songs na kapag narinig mo siya, na nag-play sa Spotify or sa radio, it takes you to the exact place and time where you first heard it or something memorable happened nung narinig mo yung song na yun. So, yun yung criteria ko bali dito. Or maybe 3 out of 5. I don't know.
that's fine.
Yeah. So, number 1 ko is Can This Be Love? Hindi Sarah Geronimo excuse me.
Like Smoky
Mountain version. Kasi bata pa lang ako, mahilig na talaga akong kumanta. And
wow.
Looking back, parang pag nagpi-play siya sa utak ko, parang I was better in my head than my actual singing.
By realization.
Yeah. So yun yung unang-una ko pag bata ako, parang pag pinapakanta ako, kanta ka, Can This Be Love? Na Smoky Mountain version. Hindi to alam ni Kelvin for sure.
No, I don't know.
Paparinig ko, may MP3 ako niya.
Yeah. Yung
pero
Smoky
magaling
Mountain
kumanta
yung version
Smoky, diba?
Wag yung, no offense to Sarah, pero original yung stick to the original tayo.
Tsaka Ryan Kayab yung composition kaya yung maganda.
Yes.
Tsaka yung singers na sa Smoky Mountain, di ba, ibang level, magaling talaga sila.
Yes.
Si Geneva Cruz yung yung female dun sa first group.
Yeah,
si
Geneva
Jeffrey
Cruz,
Hidalgo.
Tony Lambino, sino ba? Jeffrey Hidalgo, yeah.
May isa pang guy. 4 sila eh.
Yeah, sila lang yung natanda ko. Pero I think si Geneva ata ang kumakanta nito at saka
si Geneva.
Sino ba yung isa? Si Jeffrey Hidalgo ata may version din.
Nice.
It's good. It's a
nice
good song.
Yeah, it's a good song. Pag kinasal ako, joke!
Kung kailan man yun. Okay, next.
Next is, ano ba yung nandito ko? Semi-Charmed Life.
Nice.
Familiar ba kayo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the song about drugs, right?
Yeah. And then, yung isang line doon na, and the 4 right chords and make you cry. Kasi diba, yung lahat ng songs, pwede mo siyang i-play na using the 4 right chords. Anyway, yung trivia din is nakuha ko siya sa kapatid ko kasi magaling siya sa gitara and musical instruments. So, in-explain niya sa akin yung part na yun dati. Kaya siya memorable sa akin is, noong 1997, merong mga songs na magaganda tas kinumpile nila sa isang collection ng CD. I think they released it the year after. And then pirated CD pa to na parang 3-volume na lagi namin siyang piniplay sa bahay. So, etong isang to, nag-stick siya sa akin. Nung una narinig ko na siya, pero hindi ko siya pinapansin kasi kaya siya nag-stick sa akin nung high school, si Crush, magkatabi kami, tapos sinulat niya sa braso ko yung lyrics nito.
Wow!
Oh my God!
Sabi ko,
sa braso sa braso.
Alam ko tong kanta na to, ang haba ng kanta na to, diba? So, hindi naman natapos. Hindi siya kasya sa braso ko. And then, sabi ko, alam ko tong kanta na to. Tapos, okay, so, favorite song yata ni Crush. So, I made it a point na
favorite mo rin.
Hindi naman. So, ano ko siya, parang gusto ko siya i-memorize.
Parang sa pelikula yan,
Yeah. Gusto ko siya i-memorize. Kaso nung time natin, sa song hits pa lang sila. Tsaka may Yahoo na yata. Wala pang ang Google Mas sikat si Yahoo, di ba? So, wala pang mga lyrics online. So, old school. You have to, pause and play and write the lyrics down. So, ganun yung ginawa ko hanggang sa na-memorize ko na siya. And then, hanggang ngayon, kapag may karaoke tayo, hindi ko alam kung nung last time na nag-karaoke tayo, ito yung go-to song ko. So, tuwang-tuwa ako kapag nandun siya kasi hindi lahat ng selection nandun siya. And then, mahirap siyang kantahin kasi para siyang rap na mabilis yung niya, di ba? Yan.
Yeah, parang rock na rap.
Yeah, alternative na At saka, again, if you guys have a chance, yung 1997, I think yun yung best na year for music, for me. Kasi nandun
Naku, napaka-controversial naman yung take na yan. Sige.
Yeah, for me. Kasi ako, luma ako na tao. I mean, madidiscover yung kung kanta na bago after 2 or 3 years na siya na nagpe-play mainstream. Ganun ako. So, stick ako sa mga luma ko na alam. Yeah. So, that's my number 2.
That's
Number
nice.
3 is Must Get Out. Alam niyo ba to? Maroon 5.
Maroon 5?
Yes. Tapos yung napaka-distinct ng intro niya, na parang may ganun siya na beat. Tapos ito naman.
I'm lifting you up.
Yes.
I'm letting you down. Yun ba yun?
Yeah. The serious made us crazy and we must get out.
Yeah.
Nothing to do really with the lyrics of the song, but ito nagte-trigger nito sa akin is yung memory ko when the time na binabasa ko yung 3rd book ng Harry Potter series. Na nasa duyan ako sa bahay namin sa Batangas. Tapos alas 3 ng hapon, I think around that time. So very, very specific, very vivid memory.
Oo.
Na, yun, nakatambay lang kami kasi hapon, di ba, yung medyo tamad na oras. So every time maririnig ko to, nasa duyan ako, pinabasa ko yung 3rd book. Na parang nasa in the zone lang ako sa pagbabasa. Ayan. Yun lang, nothing drama or basta narinig ko siya, memorable.
Tapos maganda yung panahon, no? Dun sa bahay.
Araw na
humid
mapresko.
na mainit na normal na summer. I think it was summertime din nung time.
Walang hangin. Nice. Ganda.
So, number 3. Number 4. Burnout.
Oh.
Matchbox 20?
No.
Yung ba yun?
No. Sugar-free.
Sugar-free?
Ano naman to?
Di ko alam.
Very generic yung niya sa akin. Naalala ko yung school nung college. Yung university, yun yung niya sa akin. Yung nag-trigger niya sa akin. One time nga, naglalakad ako sa Yonge Street tapos nag-play to sa Spotify ko. Parang as in na-visualize ko. Ha? Ano yan?
Na-transport ka ba?
Yes, as in na-visualize ko yung parang naglalakad ako sa sa Faura Street. Padre Faura. Hindi sa Yonge Street. Tapos, ayun, parang balik ako sa college. Hindi ko alam kung kailan to na-release Pero since, yun nga, late ako
First
lagi
album
sa mga...
ba to?
May album.
Hindi
ko alam kung
masyado
anong album to But since yun nga, laging late naman ako sa mga nauusong song. So parang, nung college ko na siya nalaman na kanta. Alam niyo ba yung song na to? Mukha si Kelvin lang yung hindi may alam.
No, I think
Hindi
so.
ko
Pero
alam.
nakalimutan ko yung tone kasi may album din ako. Yung unang, ito na naman, sisikit ko naman yung cassette days ko. Pero yung unang album ng Sugar Free, meron ako sa cassette at meron ako sa CD.
Oo.
Ayos
So,
na yung Sugar Free.
Isa lang yung naging CD ko ng Sugar Free kasi nag-concert sila sa UP. Tapos
okay.
kasama nung ticket is may libre na CD pero hindi ko alam kung nandun sa album na to yung Burnout.
Okay, alam ko na. I think nasa first album to. Kasi una ko na, pag Sugar Free kasi for me, ang nagsa-stand out talagang song sa akin, yung unang single nila, yung Telepono
Ay, ako hindi ko alam yun.
So, yun yung parang kinakausap niya yung person sa phone pero wala na dun kasi nag-break na sila. Parang ganun yung... And I think nasa same album to. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Anyway, yun lang. Wala lang. I like Sugar Free, so...
Yeah.
Sige.
So, that's
Naisip ko tuloy, Jeric, yung habang naglalakad, yung senior mo na naglalakad ka sa Yonge Street, parang yung mga commercial levels, di ba? Parang, sabi nga ni Angela, bigla ka na to transport, pero sa utak mo lang na parang ikaw, in the zone ka na parang, yeah, back at Faura. Yeah.
Tsaka sa parking lot ng college namin.
Tama ko. Unang album nga siya kasi yung unang album ng Sugar Free. Alam mo yung format ng mga Tagalog comics noon na, alam mo yung sa mga text, di ba? Ganon yung graphics nung first album. And Burnout is the first track. So, nandun din yung song na Telepono and Mariposa. Dun sa
Mariposa, yun naalala ko.
Yeah. So,
See, ang
yun
poster ko
lang.
talaga, isa lang yung alam ko sa Celebrity na kanta, yung Burnout lang. Yun na
I
yun.
had to find it kasi halo-halo na yung song dun sa
Wala dyan yung
sa
tulog
iTunes.
na, no? Wala dyan.
Alalen?
Tulog na? Wala dyan, di ba?
Wala.
Parang wala.
So, I think second na
feeling
yun.
ko Drama Machine na yun.
Ayun, baka Drama Machine. And then, I think baka kaya nandun yung, nito, yung Burnout. Kasi, yun, parang special edition. Kasi nga, giveaway nila doon sa concert nila.
Or EP.
I see.
Pwede rin EP. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng EP. Yun yung parang mga isa, dalawang songs
Extended
lang.
play.
Extended play. So, may extra stuff.
Okay.
Anyway.
Extra service yung alam ko eh. So,
extra service. Hindi no ES yung EP.
Extra rice.
Extra rice.
So, for...
Ibang context ata yun, Jeric. Ibang context ata yun. Anyway.
Wala akong alam. Narinig ko lang sa kapitbahay.
Okay.
And then yung last one ko is medyo hindi ko generation. She Was Mine yung title. AJ Rafael. Kilala niyo ba siya?
Oh my God.
No.
Okay.
No.
Medyo na siya. Yung younger na millennials, I think, or yung Gen Z pa yung sunod sa millennials?
Yeah.
Or Gen Z na siya.
Zoomer.
Ba to?
She Was Mine. Ito ang nito sa akin is yung mga pamangkin ko na dito. Kasi 'di ba when I moved to Canada, nakatira ako sa bahay ng ate ko.
Mm-hmm.
So yung mga pamangkin ko, ito yung mga pinapakinggan nila na music.
Oh, so nano ka lang.
Yes, and then yung original version na narinig ko neto is sa piano. May bias ako kapag piano yung ginagamit na instrument, talagang ko eh. Doon ako nagsistick sa version na yun. Or kaya gitara na acoustic. Gusto ko yung simple lang. Ayoko nung may mga beat na kung ano-ano. Traditional ako pagdating sa ganyan.
Nako.
So, yeah. So, She Was Mine. Tapos, kaya siya naman memorable sa akin. May piano yung ate ko sa bahay niya. Tapos, tinutugtog at kinakanta namin ito ng pamakin ko.
Oh.
So, may may mga cover kami na
Nice.
na isa-isang stanza lang kasi hindi namin magawa kasi minsan malilimutan ko yung chords, malilimutan namin yung lyrics, so wala kaming buong kanta pero may putol-putol kami na versions nito na cover.
Oo.
Yeah.
Balik pala kayo yung nephew mo.
Kasi 'di ba si panganay ko na pamakin 5 years lang yung pagitan namin.
Really?
Yeah.
At kumakanta siya? Siya kumakanta or siya yung nagpe-play? Hindi.
Pareho.
Instrument.
Pero kapag kami dalawa, ako yung tumutugtog. So,
siya yung kumakanta.
Kumakanta kami pareho kasi dalawang duet siya. Duet siya ni sino yung isa? AJ Rafael and basta isa pang Filipino sa US.
Some other person.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry po.
Yeah. Ayun, yun ang
That's nice.
5 na ko. Tsaka very memorable siya sa akin. At as in, nung time na, di ba sa iTunes may counter ka ng songs kung kailan ilang beses mo siya napiplay?
Yeah.
As in, nasa top siya.
Okay.
At saka, I think ito yung first ever purchase ko na song sa iTunes.
Talaga binili mo pa?
Yes, binili ko siya. Kasi nandito ka na sa Canada, mahirap na magpirata sa Canada. So, you have to buy the song.
Wala.
Nakakatakot mag-download ng, diba, na MP3. Although, ginagawa ko na ulit siya, pero, kay maingay.
Secret
wala
lang.
Wala po siyang sinabi regarding sa...
And then, nung nakita ko yung one time, yung counter niya, parang nasa 600 plays na siya.
Oh my God.
Oo, ganun siya. Tapos, parang kakabili ko lang, siguro mga 2 weeks pa lang, mga ganun level na siya.
Talaga naka-repeat palagi.
Yep, yun ang 5, entries ko sa episode na to.
Salamat.
Thank you. It's good to hear kung ano yung mga tugtuging humubog at nagbibigay ng emotion kay Jerky.
Next episode, susunod na lang. Paplagay
baka
natin yung music.
Tingnan natin. Well, sa aming mga tagapakinig, you never know. Baka gumawa kami ng second version. Well, part 2 nito. We'll see. So, thank you, Jerky. So, dumako tayo kay Kay.
Kay na ba? Yeah.
Yes.
Ako na ba? Hi, guys.
Hi, Kay.
Ikaw na.
Ako na.
Excited ka, di ba?
Yeah, excited ako
siya.
sabihin sa ating mga listener na yung first 2 songs ko is alam niyo yung jaram,
Yeah.
jaram, kapag tumibok.
Beach episode ba to?
Yeah, beach episode. Yung number 1, yung number 2 ko is yung Constantine, you're on my mind.
Yeah.
MYMP. Constantine. Constantine. Yeah. Diba?
Pirated ata yung nabili mo.
Hindi ko alam
pirated
to.
ata yun.
Sorry guys, hindi ko alam to. Promise.
Seriously?
Nandito ka
Alam
na
mo
sa
siya,
Canada.
narinig
Hindi
mo
ko
na siya
alam
sigurado.
Constantly,
Narinig mo na siya.
you're in my mind.
Hindi. Actually, nagjo-joke lang ako. So, yung taste ko, I would say, medyo kakaiba siya. And yung mga sasabihin kong, rather than 5 songs, it's actually 5 albums. Kasi,
Okay.
I believe na, may mga kanta ko, individual songs ako nagugustuhan. Pero, pag ako mag-download or bumili ko ng music, is always by album. And if the album cannot stand by itself, I believe na parang as a general product or as a general work, it's not that good. So that's why I nagstick sa akin yung album rather than individual songs. So yeah, tulad nung past 2 speakers, yung music is nagli-leave talaga ng strong imprint sa memory ko. And I've chosen these albums na yung pinakinggan ko during formative times in my life, or yung mga albums na pinapakinggan ko during the important events of my life. Medyo, I would say, close-minded ako sa music na gusto ko. So, may mga specific genre lang ako na gusto.
Yeah, ganyan din ako.
Yeah, so, yung first album is yung End of Evangelion soundtrack.
Uy.
Oh my
so,
God!
Ito yung
mo talaga!
Yeah, of course. So, etong binili ko pa to dati nung high school pa lang ata ako eh. CD sa sa SM Las Piñas, Comic Alley ata. Doon ko binili.
Yes, Comic Alley, madalas doon.
Tapos yung genre niya is classical/jazz pop. Favorite tracks ko ron is Komm Todd, which is German for Comes with Death, and Air by J.S. Bach. So yun yung 2 favorite tracks ko.
Sebastian Bach.
Yeah, Johann Sebastian.
So, Beb, explain mo doon sa mga hindi nakakaalam kung ano yung End of Evangelion.
Yeah, so I think alam
short
naman
description.
nila.
Ako hindi ko alam. Alam ko lang yung Evangelion, pero hindi ko alam yung ano na yan.
Nasa Netflix siya. Yeah. So, basically, it's an anime series. Tapos,
Yung
ang nangyari is, nung natapos yung series, yung TV series, parang hindi nagustuhan nung Japanese audience. So, gumawa ulit sila ng panibagong movie na parang panibago siyang ending. So, yun yung End of Evangelion. So, I chose this album because...
Evangelion ba yung mga robot-robot din?
Yeah, robot-robot siya.
Okay.
Na maraming angst.
Kasi Gundam ang naiisip ko eh.
Ibang-iba siya. Kasi
iba pa yung Gundam
Eva
Wing.
is basic... It's not about robots actually. It's about depression, how to deal with pain and accepting it as a part of life.
Really?
So, yun yung... Yeah.
Marami rin siyang religious
references.
Yung mga visuals niya.
Yung robot
Interesting.
is robot is just para siyang hook to get the viewers in. And then habang nagpo-progress yung episodes, they hit you with yung existential themes like basta mga psychological.
Anong year ito?
It's a good show.
95.
95
my God.
to
Pero nasa
98.
Netflix pa?
Nanood kayo Netflix, guys.
Ito yung
remaster
kasagsagan
siya.
ng ang gaganda ng mga ng mga drawings, 'di ba? Yung talagang literal na hindi siya yung computer generated, talagang hand-drawn anime.
Yeah.
Tapos talagang yung class niya talagang alam mo yung caliber niya sobrang high kasi ang ganda niyang panoorin.
Yeah.
Pero anyway, sige, continue. Ang ganda,
So, yeah.
interesting choice ha.
Yeah, so I chose this kasi yung album kasi half classical songs and half jazz pop songs na
jazz,
yung may vocals. I chose this kasi I won't go into detail, but it pulled me through some dark moments in my life nung childhood ko. Saka, it also gave me a taste for classical music, which I still have to this day. So, I have this specific album. Actually, I still have it from 20 years ago. I still have the CD here. So,
Wow.
I have that to
Nice.
thank for giving me yung taste dun for classical music. And it's just very powerful music kasi I didn't know that yung songs without lyrics before when I was young could make you feel certain types of emotions. And fun fact actually, similar yung brain wavelengths ng mga classical music listeners saka mga heavy metal listeners. Like they actually did a study about that. Which brings me to my next album, Dream Theater, Train of Thought. Genre niya is...
Bakit nag-gas pa? Alam mo ba to?
Alam ba to?
May narinig ako
Parang
nag-gas.
narinig ko na siya. Parang narinig ko na siya. Ako yun. Parang narinig ko yun pero hindi ako sure kung yun. Sige, continue.
So, genre niya is progressive metal. Favorite tracks on that specific album for me is Take Me As I Am and Endless Sacrifice. So, I like this album kasi it was musically complex pero medyo mainstream pa rin siya. So, yun nga, tulad ni Tito Phil. Alam niya, but it's kinda underground enough na parang it will make people say na parang, oh, ano yun? Tell me about it. So, it's one of those bands na marami nangyayari. Like, lahat sila virtuoso. Yung guitar, yung bass, yung drums, yung piano, saka yung vocalist. Lahat sila, I think they graduated sa Juilliard School of Music.
Classically trained itong mga to.
Yeah, medyo bigatin.
Tapos metal.
Yeah, metal, progressive metal. Yeah. It's one of those bands na when you're listening to a song, you can listen to a specific instrument at one time. And then you have to replay it so you can listen to the bass just that time. Kasi ang daming nangyayari.
Maraming layers.
Maraming layers. I've heard it described to me by someone who doesn't listen to metal as video game music. Kasi yun yung feel niya. And I guess that's the case kasi it was good for my hyperactive brain nung time of my life na I think I was early, first year, second year high school. Doon ko nag-start pinakinggan to. And it was also a time of my life na I was trying to find myself. That's why na parang naka-appeal sa akin tong specific band na to. Kasi I was trying to stand out. I was trying to look cool. Which is kind of ironic kasi I got recommended this album by someone else. So, there's just that irony on there. Nagustuhan ko rin dito sa sound ng band na to is marami siyang instrumental solos. Saka yung mga tracks nila is always pushing the 5-minute duration. I would say yung average...
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ang average song length is, I would say, about 7 or 8 minutes.
Seryoso ba yun?
Yeah, seryoso. And they have like a 20-minute song, but it's in another album. So... Yeah, ano siya, medyo pasikat din yung band na to, which described my life back then, nung high school ako. Pasikat naman na wala namang point. So, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Pero it's a good thing na discover mo siya, di ba? It perfectly describes you at that point of your life.
Yeah, and while I don't listen to this band as much, I still have to thank it for, building me as I am right now. Kasi, parang foundations, di ba? It's like stones na, parang stepping stones to reach something higher. So, yeah, yung CD na to, I still have it. Binigay sa akin to nung
Hoarder ka talaga?
No, I just keep stuff that is significant to me. So, it was given
yung mga box,
yeah, mga box, mga ganon. Siyempre, pag kailangan mong i-return, Kailangan naka-box pa din.
Quick lang.
It's like Amazon box, guys.
Okay. Akala ko kasi
fine.
yung box na, kasi...
Well, and that too.
That too. Yeah, bigay sa akin to nung, one of my best friends nung high school, Temiton. So, Temiton, kung nakikinig ka, not likely. But, thank you. So,
naalala ko lang yung mga length ng songs. Kasi di ba ngayon is na siya, parang maiksi na minsan makakarinig ka ng 2 or 3
minutes.
Yeah. Kasi 'di ba they do it for the play kasi the shorter the song, kapag ni-repeat sa Spotify or sa ibang streaming devices, nagka-count siya as so tumataas yung parang number of times na na-listen mo yung song compared to something na 7 or 8 minutes na 2 beses na nakatakbo yung isang kanta bago matapos yung isa.
So yung frequency ang habol ngayon, no?
Yeah.
Marketability.
Yes. Yeah. Hindi kagaya nung time nila, sila yung Bohemian Rhapsody, di ba? Ang haba ng song na yon. It's a masterpiece naman talaga. Pero yun yan, naalala ko lang kasi nag-comment kayo sa time na kasi sinasadya nila yun ngayon na mas
may yung lyrics, di ba? Isang word lang yung lyrics.
Yeah.
Paulit-ulit.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Tumatawa yung mga millennials.
Di ba hindi ko alam kung narinig na yung Philippine na band na Giniling Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parang gumagawa sila, parang I think it's a parody ng mga ganun na song. Parang meron silang siling giniling. Ganun yung lyrics nila.
Yeah. Grabe ang tagal na nung Giniling Festival. Sorry. Tanda ko. Lumalabas yung mga age. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry. Tuloy, Kelvin.
Ayun. So, third album ko is The Mars Volta, Francis the Mute.
Wala pa rin akong alam.
May nakarecognize ba?
Wala.
Narecognize?
No.
Actually, medyo mainstream to eh. Mainstream to.
Nauso siya mga 05, 06. Oo, mga ganong time.
Yeah, which is 05, 06. Dun ko napakinggan tong band na to. So, yeah, I think this is one of the most mainstream bands that I've listened to. Dito nagsimula rin yung taste ko for... balik tayo. So, genre niya is progressive rock, psychedelic rock, jazz, saka may Latin stuff din doon.
Parang may pagka-bossa na ano.
Yeah, may pagka-ganon siya.
Tapos may rock, tapos pero bossa.
Hindi bossa. Ano siya?
I
would say Latin rock. Like may
Latin flavor.
Latin flavor, yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, favorite tracks ko is Cassandra Gemini and Leviakes. Something.
Ayusin mo, si Phil, marunong mag-French siya, mais ka.
I think it's French. I think it's
Spanish.
Spanish.
Becky speak eh.
I think it's Spanish.
Is it?
Yeah, Spanish. Kasi ano to eh. Parang,
I
think
kung
Mexican yata sila.
Yeah, kung medyo ano nga.
Yeah. Yan, so dito nagsimula yung taste ko for fusion music where they take two completely different genres and just merge it and somehow it works.
Yeah, some of it. I think that's the operative word. There's some of it. Kasi iba talaga, it's a total mess na pilit.
Yeah. So this band, I like it because of how the instruments sound. Maganda yung mastering nitong album na to. You can actually, if you have good enough headphones, you can actually pick out yung individual instruments na nagpe-play. Saka, ang crisp nung tunog niya, which is not something that I find with more recent music nowadays. Kasi nowadays, siya eh, tune up nila yung bass. And pag nada-drown out nung bass yung mga ibang instruments, kaya medyo muffled na yung sound, which is, so napag-aalaman na medyo audiophile ako. I pay attention to those types of things. Kaya, nagustuhan ko tong band na to. And, ito yung first band na, aside from, actually, ito yung advantage nila over the theater is, when they're playing their instruments, you can actually feel the personality of each person playing yung instruments. And it kind of blew my mind at that time. Kasi I didn't think that this was possible.
That you can capture that.
That you can, na parang may maririnig kang, parang, medyo playful yung tone nito, tapos may biglang magsuswing into some kind of drama, ganun. Like, I like that part of that music. And I listened to this during my college years, which described my life back then, which is medyo pasikat pa rin. Medyo pasikat pa din, pero I keep to myself mostly.
Yung intonasyon, so, take note sa intonasyon, yung isa pasikat, yung isa pasikat. So,
pasikat, yeah.
Oo. Alin ka sa dalawa?
Hindi ako sumikat.
Okay.
Trying hard lang.
Starlet.
Yeah. And I think this demonstrated yung growth ko as a music listener too. Kasi I got a taste for less technically complex music, which is yung Dream Theater, and consumed more music that made me feel things, which is itong yung Mars Volta nga. And ito na rin yung time na na-realize ko na I can't listen to OPM pop music kasi sorry, this might offend some people, but yeah, I can't really stand it. And again, this kind of described my college years, which is me trying to fit in. Kasi there was a phase in my life na parang I tried looking at what other people were doing, and I tried acquiring a taste for it too, just so I can join yung mga conversations nila. But I can't. So I got fed up. I just did my own thing at the cost of being alienated by other people. So I think
formative years yung college in a way eh.
Yeah.
Kasi 'di ba? Like yun yung set of friends mo bago ka mased sa real world in a way.
And I think may nabasa rin ako na you don't really meet true friends outside of high school and college, something like that. Kasi pag nag-move on ka na sa real world, yung mga nami-meet mo na sa office, yung ganun, like you don't really want, well, how do I say this? You don't really form true friendships in the office, I think. It's or at least it's very hard. And also people na mami-meet mo na from after school is I would say may iba-iba na kayong priority kasi may mga anak na sila, may ganun. Anyway, tangent lang. So yeah, yung band na to, Mars Volta, it made me realize na rin na ayokong mag-fit in at the cost of being basic. Sorry. So fourth
elite.
Yeah, I was gonna say that there's parang may elitism na
medyo
nagaganap. Na parang
elitista ako.
Nag-start siya sa angst field na parang I don't wanna fit in, so I have to make my own, which is not bad. Diba? It's not totally bad. So you do you. What makes you happy?
So fourth is SIGH, S-I-G-H, Scenes from Hell. Its genre niya is avant-garde / black metal.
Nako, ito na.
Yeah, ito na. Ito na, nagde-descend na ako into darkness. So, this is a Japanese band. They've been around since around the 90s. And underground pa rin sila. Not a lot of people know them, but if you go to the metal scene, sila? They have quite a reputation. Favorite tracks ko is Red Funeral and Vanitas. So this band is the one that opened my eyes to various subgenres within metal. So this band again they're Japanese, so they're kind of weird, as with most Japanese bands are, like virtuoso. Like, virtuoso sila, like sobrang galing nila with their instruments. And ito rin yung band na they change their subgenres every album. So, main genre nila is avant-garde black metal. Pero, yung specific one na to, itong Scenes from Hell, it has a classical chamber music theme. And they have albums na
Lalim.
medyo weird yung mixtures nila pero it works. Meron silang album na psychedelic metal. Meron silang album na medyo ska style metal.
What?
Which is weird but it works. It works.
Ska, ha?
Yeah. And
Manila girl. Ska yun, diba?
Biglang ganon.
May ganong sound. Yeah. Which is weird
Tapos
but it works. Yeah, tapos metal. And yung sound niya is yung vocals niya is very very harsh. Like metal growls. I'm not sure if people know what I'm talking about, but it sounds like like ganun sila kumanta. Like it's very dark. It's very dark.
Tapos ka.
Yeah. Super aggressive.
Manila girl.
And it sounds satanic.
Oy, bakit hindi? Bakit hindi,
Bakit
guys?
hindi, diba?
Let's
Pwede.
go cover
Yeah.
this.
Pwede.
Let's
Yun ang
go.
masasabi ko.
Acoustic metal.
Na may
Continue
growl.
constantly.
Actually, merong band sa Norway na they use a banjo.
What?
Like
Yes,
banjo
yes, banjo.
Mhm.
on a metal song. Which is kind of weird, but it works.
Ay, no.
Anyway, ayun. So, I started listening to this kasi I learned na, kasi yung past two examples ko is yung Dream Theater sa Mars Volta. Nung times na nakikinig ako nun, I was telling people na, oh, I'm listening to this, oh, I'm so good, ganyan. You don't know this, ganyan. You know, pasikat nga.
See, elitism.
Wala namang point. Yeah. Pero nung
Pasikat nga.
nagsimula akong makinig nito, I realized na no one actually gives a fuck what music I listen to. And same with my life. No one cares, and you have to work hard, stand up with your own 2 feet because like you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
And this song and this album is very important to me kasi I started listening to this album during my first few years in Canada. I listened to this before and after my first job interview. I was listening to this while I worked 2 part-time jobs while going to college. And I was listening to this before starting my career 7 years ago in the company that I'm in right now. So, during nung mga milestones nung life ko rito sa Canada, this is always there for me. And, yeah, it's just whenever I listen to it, I remember yung mga stuff na nangyari back then, yung mga struggles ko. And then, after ng mga struggles ko, I would find myself listening to this album kasi yung aggression niya, yung aggression ng metal music somehow is very relaxing to me kasi it's a form of stress release. The same reason why I know sa Philippines merong isang place sa Tagaytay or something where you can buy a stack of plates and then you just throw it against the wall.
It's called, hindi siya Tagaytay. I think it's Takshapo. Somewhere sa north, yata.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, yung violence or yung aggression is reduced by yung releasing it, by actually releasing it. So, in a way, this is my release. So, eto rin yung time na I started keeping my music taste to myself kasi, again, I listen to music for myself only and not for others. No one cares what I listen to. And people get scared when I tell people that, oh, I listen to these types of music. Like, yeah, after that, they're like, that's kind of too weird. Like, I'm not gonna hang out with you. So, ganun yung mga naging reaction lang. Kaya, I started keeping it to myself. I don't tell people unless they specifically ask or unless na malaman ko na they listen to the same type of music. Ayun, so, yeah, that's why I like this album. And yung classical theme is nice too.
Nice, yeah, oo.
And last one is, kung may nakikinig na Icelandic, sorry. But it's Arstithir Livsins Alda Foterok Munka Droting.
Patay tayo dyan.
So, English translation is All Father and the God of Monks. By All Father, they mean Odin or Wotan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Norse mythology ito.
Nordic-ish. So,
Okay.
genre niya is pagan black metal
What?
slash atmospheric black metal.
So medyo may pagka-electronic siya. Kasi yung mga narinig ko na atmospheric, may pagka-electronic vibe sila eh.
Not really. Atmospheric on metal terms, which is yung may mga wind noises, may mga parang may foreboding mood, foreboding tone.
Okay. But ano ba to? Nothing electronic. Kasi ako, kung ikaw may ganun ka na parang may elitism ka sa pagdating sa choice na ako naman, talaga ako, no ako sa mga electronic. As raw as possible yung gusto ko. Like strings, piano, wind instruments.
So, ayaw mo Daft Punk?
No. May isa lang ako alam na kanta nila yun lang.
One more time.
Anything na artificial for me, na digital, hindi ko siya maano. Yeah. May mga exceptions of course, pero dun ako sa natural nga, kung if you want to put it that way. Sorry, tuloy kay.
I get that though. I get that. Yeah. So, hindi siya electronic. Atmospheric na parang may mga wind noises, may mga chanting noises in the background, stuff like that. Favorite tracks ko is Ter Helag Stom Hirdar, saka Semlengs Vaunarlops Lyog Simu Harfs Dreg Neri.
Something.
Yeah. So ano siya? Old Norse yung they sing in Old Norse.
Oh my gosh.
And again, it's an Icelandic band, so they sing in Icelandic. This is a monumental band for me and also a monumental time in my life for me kasi this marks the point na I went to the kind of dark side of metal.
Hinanap mo ba sila nagpunta tayo ng Iceland?
Hinanap ko sila. They don't have it.
Nagfeeling ko nagpe-play in his head kapag yung may mga bundok-bundok na feeling ko may soundtrack in his head. Tapos.
I-discuss ko yan. So yeah, singit ko lang. For me, mahirap ako maghanap ng bagong music kasi I actually have to research it. I have to look into like various music review websites to find music that I would like. It's not as easy na parang, I heard this on the radio. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's first world problem. Anyway, dark side of metal, ito yung nag-introduce sa akin sa mga bands na Take, Immortal, saka Mr. Ming. And this genre actually used to scare me. I knew about this genre before, like nung high school ako, nung college ako, but I wasn't listening to me kasi, like, it's scary. But, when I actually tried listening to this, I realized that much like classical music na walang lyrics, you can actually feel emotions carry over kahit unfamiliar yung language. And same with me, na realization ko rin within myself na I felt that even if I can't understand people, which is yung pag-move ko nga rito sa Canada, ibang culture, di ba? So even if I can't understand people, like the way they talk, the way they phrase how they speak, yung mga nuances nila on your speech, even though I can understand that, I can try understanding their emotions. So weirdly enough, this band made me realize that.
Sorry to cut you off there, Kay. Curious lang ako. So, di ba nabanggit mo yung may mga pinapakinggan ka na hindi English, hindi rin sa Tagalog. So, are you yung listener na binabasa mo yung translation ng lyrics nila?
Yes.
Or you just prefer to listen it and kahit di mo naiintindihan, you just still
like
listen?
Yung melody lang yung talagang nag-get.
Binabasa ko yung translation niya. And I have to be very careful dito sa genre ko rin. Kasi may mga white supremacist na band na they're singing about something that alludes to white supremacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to look into that kasi I don't want
Okay.
to support bands that advertise that. So yeah, I try to get the
Good
general
question.
idea. Yeah, good question though. So yeah, this album is, ngayon nandun na tayo, is this album is about Christianization of Iceland. So, kasi ang storya nito is nung naging Christian yung Norway, yung mga pagans, they sailed to Iceland kasi ayaw nila mag-convert to Christianity. Ngayon na nangyari, yung Archbishop ng Norway, they sent missionaries to Iceland to try convert them to Christianity. And yung mga missionary na to, medyo badass sila kasi they would actually challenge the chieftains to duels, and they would actually kill the chieftains just so that yung tribe na yon will convert to Christianity. So very very barbaric, and it's very interesting story too. And yung story na to, yung band na to, sobrang saludo ko sa kanila sa pagre-research nila kasi they actually read yung Icelandic saga, which is an actual historical document na na-preserve sa Iceland, na they actually read that, tapos they made an album around that. So lahat ng songs nito is historically accurate. With some I guess embellishments for
artistic purposes.
For artistic purposes, yeah, something like that. Ayun, so yung kaya atmospheric metal, 'di ba? Itong band na to. So listening to this the first time, it made me feel really cold, and I have images na yung mga tao nag-huddle sila sa cave while an ice storm rages outside. So, frigid landscape, inhospitable environment. Yun yung nararamdaman ko when I listen to this song. And this is significant to me too kasi I was listening to this as our plane was landing on Keflavik Airport in Iceland. I was listening to this. I was looking at the landscape and I'm like, feel na feel ko. This is what the song made me feel. And when I went to that country, like, ramdam na ramdam ko talaga. Parang, oh my God, it's like, it's making me feel the same things as the song did. So, I was amazed na nakaka-capture nung song or nung album yung essence nung place, which is, again, mind-blowing to me. And my most treasured memory in Iceland actually is listening to a song about isang meeting nung mga clan leaders sa Althingi while I was walking in the actual Althingi, which is like, wow, this is so cool. Kasi you're like walking in the footsteps of history, something like that.
Ayun. Oh yeah.
So, bigla ako naalala nung nagland tayo sa Iceland. Tapos, hindi tayo dumiretso sa terminal, di ba? Parang, bumaba tayo sa tarmac. Tapos, ang lamig-lamig, nakaalala.
Yeah.
Tapos, parang umuulan pa ata, nung nagsusnow.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, sinakay tayo sa bus.
Miserable.
Parang, the hell? Yeah. Antok pa ako.
It's good though. Yeah. So, yeah, this is also the point na I stopped listening to my music loudly. Kasi I realized na, again, twist ko na naman, i-bend ko na naman towards my personal life, is that I realized that you don't have to shout kasi a strong message can carry itself through whispers.
Yeah.
Which is what this is. Yeah. And idagdag ko lang, I know I said na parang, yung music na pinapakinggan ko, satanic. Well, it sounds satanic. It's not actually satanic, but anyway. So medyo super aggressive siya. But nung first few years ko dito sa Canada, I was active in the local band scene. There was this I remember specifically may concert dito ng isang French-Canadian band. Pangalan is Unexpect. Ang genre nila is progressive metal-ish na fusion jazz, fusion ska, fusion pop, like basta it's a super weird band. And I remember after nung show, in-approach ko yung band. Sabi ko, oh my God, I'm a big fan. Parang I love your music, ganyan. And yung vocalist, like it's a tall girl. Like I think she's 6 foot something or basta. And she was like yung naka-makeup na sobrang intimidating and everything.
Parang grunge na, hindi naman.
Yeah. Parang parang may na-turn on na switch sa kanya. Tapos biglang sabi niya, oh my God, I'm so happy. Tapos parang nag-180
oh my God.
yung personality niya. Yeah. Nag-180 yung personality niya. And then, she hugged me and like, I'm so happy. Kasi, feeling ko ako yung first Asian na pumunta dun sa concert niya. And they were like super nice. And yeah, just because people listen to these types of music doesn't mean that they're dark people, that they're like bad people. It's just that iba lang yung like ito lang yung chosen naming way to release stress or relieve the pressures of life. So yeah, and like people that I've met dun sa mga metal concerts, like they're the nicest people ever. Like maayos, like they don't litter. They actually may mga nakikita ako nagpupulot ng basura dun sa concert venue. Like they're super nice. Anyway, tangent lang. Ayun, that's it for me. Pucha, tagal ko nagsalita.
It's okay. It's very informative.
Thank you!
You're welcome.
Bilang naalala ko lang sa
na
Evangelion na part, yung, sorry, hindi ko nabagit kanina. Resident Evil, yung Nemesis 3, pag natapos mo yan, may magpe-play na music. Yung title na binigay nila is Staffs and Credits. I don't know, hindi yata siya grammatically sound. But yung feeling niya naman is pag natapos mo yung game, it's parang sobrang fulfilling. Anyway, piniplay, ikaw Philip, kung tumatakbo ka minsan tas kinakanta mo yung song dun sa batibot. Ako ito, kapag patapos na ako ng race, ita-timing ko talaga siya na siya yung magpi-play sa sa earphones ko kapag nakikinig ako ng song habang tumatakbo. Pero pag hindi, wala lang. Naalala ko lang.
Okay.
Ganun naman yung music, di ba? Na parang if you happen to listen to it at a certain point in your life, talagang mag-i-imprint talaga yung memories dun sa music, which is good, which is why I listen to music all the time, kasi I want something to remember the stuff that's happened to me, and I feel na music is a good trigger for remembering those, which is the case for all of us, I would say.
Yeah, hindi lang natin nare-realize, but yeah. True.
Okay.
Anyway. Thank you guys.
Salamat sa pag-share. Actually, ang dami namin
Tito Boy,
natutunan.
thank you.
This is actually the first time where I've talked about my preferences at length. So, thanks guys for this opportunity. Kahit para natabunan ko kayo.
That's fine.
Hindi, okay lang kasi
kung naman na mag-i-edit nito, kahit humaba ito, wala akong pakialam.
That's true, actually.
At least i-express mo, diba?
Edit niya yung sariling track niya.
Anyway, so thank you. Thank you, Kay. So, dumako na tayo sa ating sa ating last host to share is si Angela.
Okay, thank you.
Sandra.
Maiksi lang naman yung akin kasi ang bilis ko nag-narrow down ng mga songs. Not because like parang ang criteria ko din kasi was ano yung mga una kong naaalala type of thing. So, dun siya naka-base. And may extra ako isang song kasi may nag-tie na song sa isang part ng life ko na kapag binanggit mo tong time frame na to, dalawang song yung usually nagka-come up really quickly. So, first one, pupunta tayo sa OPM. So, unfortunately, guys, kung sa mga talagang audiophile, hindi ako kasing audiophile ni husband, okay? So, I do listen to a lot of genre ng music, pero I think for the most part, they're mainstream stuff. With the exception of one song in this list. So, malalaman niyo mamaya. So, first sa list ko is an OPM song. And this song is included here hindi dahil legendary siya sa OPM, but because whenever I hear this song, it triggers one memory in grade school. And This song is Ang Huling Albimbo by the Eraserheads.
Walang farewell ang sasabihin mo.
I like that.
Farewell. Pwede na. Or vitamin C graduation. Charot. Hindi. So, ang nagtitrigger sa akin ito, kasi nauso to ng, oh my God, 94, 95, I think, ang albimo.
Yeah, I think
so,
at
grade
that
3
period.
ako. Oo. And every time I hear this song, I always, unang nagtitrigger na memory sa akin is, grade 3 ako, tapos, foundation day nung school namin, and nasa quadrangle ako nung school ko, and I'm with, like, friends. So, like, nalala ko lang na parang nakaupo ko dun sa quadrangle namin, may mga, alam mo yung mga plant box na malalaki. Tapos, yung ibang mga plant box, puno talaga yung nasa gitna. So, yung parang semento sa paligid ng puno is, like, parang pwedeng upuan. So, you can have your lunch there. Pag recess, you can eat there, ganyan. So, I remember a scene. I mean, I don't think this is gonna be accurate or complete, pero I always remember na nakaupo ko dun sa quadrangle and parang may break dun sa events ng Foundation Day. And then, ito yung background song habang nagpe-prepare for the next event. So, and it was like a sunny day. So, it's just a good childhood memory. Like, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of memories na even though like ng childhood ko in a way. Siguro pag magbasa ko ng mga journal ko dati, I would probably remember like may mag-trigger na thoughts. Pero this song, every time I hear it, yun yung image sa brain ko na lumalabas. Yung second ko sa list, second item ko sa list, I guess second and third kasi dalawang song to. So high school. So every time someone talks about high school, the two songs that come into mind is Best I Ever Had ng Vertical Horizon. Kasi nung time na yon, mga third year, fourth year, second year hanggang fourth year, sobrang nag-boom yung alternative rock eh. So, yun yung parang kind of similar kay Kelvin, parang alam mo yung nakikirelate ka dun sa music na gusto mo. So, feeling mo edgy mo or like feeling mo you're different than the others. So, like not a lot of like girls dun sa class namin kind of listen to alternative rock. So, pag nakikinig ka ng ganito, parang hindi ka katulad ng iba. So I listened to this. Tapos yung isang song, matatawa kayo, kasi sobrang different niya sa Best I Ever Had, is kanta ni Tita Celine Dion, which is That's the Way It Is. So this is more of like more of like a funny memory kasi nung nag-start ako second year hanggang fourth year na mag-document nung life ko as a student. So lagi akong may film camera with me that time.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, yung dad ko bumili ng 8, hindi naman 8mm, pero yung mga mga camera no na may tape. Video cam, I guess.
Yeah.
So, na may tape, oo. So, there are times na dinadala ko siya sa school. Tapos, nagre-record kami. Hindi naman. Yung mga mas maliit na doon.
Yung pamayaman. Camcorder.
Parang camcorder siya na may tape. Pero hindi yung super laki, Like yung maliit lang. I remember may mga scenes kami. Again, Foundation Day na naman. I remember there is one clip. And unfortunately, I don't have the tapes anymore. I think natabunan siya ng mga family clips nung sister ko. So, like kami ng sister ko. So, hindi ko siya na-transfer sa VHS or anything. Like sa DVD or VCD or something. So, unfortunately, I don't have that clip. Pero there was one clip there, I remember na I have a really good friend of mine, Levi, hello. Nakikinig siya minsan eh. So, nung time na yun, she's not the best singer. So, nung parang nag-aantay kami nung parang event na naman, pero gabi na to eh. Tapos sabi ko, kanta ka nga. Tapos, kinanta niya yung That's the Way It Is. Ni Celia. Hindi niya abot yung tono. So, sobrang funny kasi meron pa isang friend namin, si Ron, na sobrang tawa-tawa siya dun sa, like, nung pinapakinggan niya, feel na feel talaga ng friend namin yung pagkanta niya. And by the way, like, magaling na atang kumanta yung friend ko from what I've heard last time. So, mas confident na siya kumanta. But this just bring, like, fun things that you do in high school.
Katuwaan.
Oo, sobrang funny. Kasi sobrang close. I remember, sobrang close up pa nung shot ko. Tapos yung chorus yung kinanta.
So, para music video, no? Ang ginawa niya.
Hindi, nakaupo na siya sa monoblock chair kasi nanonood kami ng event.
Buti na lang wala social media nun, no?
Ay, nako.
Yun yung, I guess, yung equivalent nun ngayon.
Yeah.
Pero yun natin naka-video. Pero wala na nga yung tape. Kasi I remember, one of our friends na nasa Thailand na ngayon, he was asking me, nasa iyo pa ba yung mga videos nung high school? And I'm like, I don't know where it is. Sabi ko, unfortunately. Kasi sabi ko, parang nung nag-try silang mag-reunion before for 10 years, they were trying to compile stuff. And they only had the photos. They don't have the videos.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, that's that. Another one is, college to. And I don't know if a lot of people remember this. I don't know kung si Jerky tsaka si Phil know this song kasi nauso to 2003. It's a song called This Side by Nickel Creek.
Yeah.
So,
is it foreign on this side?
Yeah,
yes.
It's pouring on this side.
Pouring. Akala ko foreign.
Foreign?
I don't know.
I misheard lyrics next episode. Anyway, every time I hear this song, for me, it screams UP to me. Kasi nauso to nung magka-college ako.
Yung time natin.
So ito yung
lagi siya nagpi-play sa radio.
Hindi pa MP3 yung ringtone nun ay i-compose mo pa dun sa
telepono
sa Nokia mo.
Ay, may nota-nota pa.
Oo. Pero ano yung may next upgrade yung i-compose mo? Yung next level nun, kasi medyo colored na yung cellphone ko nung graduate ako nung high school eh. Tapos ito yung ringtone ng phone ko. So, it's, every time I hear yung, kasi sobrang distinct kasi nung medyo folksy kasi yung intro ng song eh. Tapos, pag narinig mo siya, parang naaamoy ko yung damo sa sunken garden.
Yeah, so parang
naamoy ko yung mga fishbowl.
Yung burnout ko.
Naamoy ko yung mga toner sa SC. Tapos yung medyo maputik-putik na, kasi may parang palengke area sa Philcoa, diba? So, nandun yung mga Goto King, yung mga McDo, ganyan. Naamoy ko yung ganon, yung dynamics nung town papunta sa boarding house, like yung area, yung parang plaza dun bago pumunta sa boarding house. So, it triggers like good memories sa akin. So, I mean, very brief stay sa PAE'S, pero, this song, every time I hear it, parang, it's just like feel good. Parang, oo nga, no? Parang ganun siya sa akin.
Instant teleportation back dun sa...
Oo. Like talaga sunken garden. May kita pa sunken garden. Sunken garden. Yun yung every time na naririnig ko siya, parang doon ka magte-teleport. So, and then, so far, like, medyo familiar yung mga songs sa inyo, no? So, itong next song na to, hindi nyo to alam. Ever.
Try me.
I don't think you... Oh, sige, good. It's actually a Japanese song.
Ay, hindi nga.
So, I listened to this song a lot nung university days ko dito sa Canada. And wala siyang yung greater meaning. It's just like, I just discovered this band and I like the lyrics, I like the tune. I like yung dalawang lead singers nila, and it's just a nice song. It's called 11 a.m. by Japanese band HY. So this Japanese band is actually, there's dalawa yung lead singer nila. Actually tatlo if you wanna be more technical. So yung female singer is on the piano, like organ. Tapos yung lead guitarist nila is isa sa mga lead singer nila. Yung isang singer nila is yung rapper. Yung rapper nila is nagda-drums.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah. And they're actually based in Okinawa, which is like down south ng Japan. And etong song na to, like, I mean, tong band na to, like, they're like, kind of like an alternative pop kasi may mga heavier songs sila, tapos may mga heavy ballad sila na talagang piano lang si ate girl, tapos may orchestra sa likod, may mga ganun silang type ng songs. Tapos meron silang alternative rock na may rap sa gitna. So, tapos may mga songs sila na they put Okinawan sounds into it. So, but this one is more of like very mainstream pop love song kinda. So, it's just a feel-good song, especially kasi mas nagpe-play to sa akin nung every time nagsa-summer tsaka spring class ako. So, lagi siyang nagpe-play. So, ito yung laging laman ng MP3 ko. Wala pa akong iPad noon. Like, yung mga maliliit pang player na sinasabit sa leeg, na tipong tig si 16.
Yung mga Philips na...
MB lang. 16 MB.
Oo, MB lang. Tapos nagkaroon pa ng parang off-brand. Hindi siya iPad pero iRiver. Tapos,
alam ka,
iRiver. So, meron ako nung malaking capacity nun. Tapos, isa to sa mga song na nagpe-play that time. So, it's just like a nice song to listen to. And may rap part siya. Yun lang yung hindi ko I can actually sing this in karaoke with the exception of the rap part kasi it's too fast for me. Pero I've sang this one time sa karaoke and then napatingin talaga yung isang Japanese guy doon sa karaoke bar kung nasaan kami ng mga friends ko kasi yung guy he's actually an owner of a Japanese restaurant sa Winnipeg where I used to live and parang thank you after party siya so nagkaraoke kami. And meron silang local Japanese band sa Winnipeg. And nagulat siya kasi someone actually knows how to sing this song. So, ayun. Anyway, this is just a nice song to listen to. If you have a chance, there should be something on YouTube with like the lyrics and stuff in English. So, and then yung last song ko, ano lang to, the reason I put this is, this is one of the songs on my wedding. So, yun yung reason
wait. Parang alam ko, yun ba yung simula?
So ito yung wedding march song ko, yung Perfect Kiss by Mary Haynes. So, shout out kay Chloe kasi she was the one who helped me like compile songs for my wedding. We will have one episode about weddings at one point. I can't remember what it is. Pero we'll talk about like, kasi talagang DIY yung wedding namin ni Kay. So this is just a good song. Kasi ang umpisa kasi nitong song to, lyrics kagad eh.
Yeah.
So, it just triggers like a lot of like, fun memories nung wedding. Di ba, Jeric?
I know. No, at saka, trivia sa song na yan, I remember texting you after. Sabi ko, anong title nung song? Kasi first time ko siya narinig. And then I liked it.
Anong pamagat ulit?
Perfect Kiss, Mary Haynes. You're gonna like this. I think you're gonna like this. It's a very slow song na medyo folksy din. Kasi, garden wedding yung...
May isa pa siyang song na pang-wedding din eh.
Yeah, meron din.
Yeah.
Nandun nag-play siya nung
My love
reception,
will never fail you. Yeah. Something like that yung isa.
Yeah.
Actually, kung 6 yung tracks na pipiliin natin, yan yung 6 song ko eh.
Too late.
Okay.
It's too late.
No,
You apologize.
I'm honesty.
Ba't di mo nilagay?
5 lang eh.
Album nga yung anyway, pero yun nga, it's okay. You're forgiven. It's so okay. Alam ko naman yung love mo for like metal, so that's fine. Pero yeah, this is just like a good memory. Like, kasi wedding ko yun eh. Malamang. So, every time I listen to this, I'm like, parang ganon. Upo ka na sa sofa.
Yeah.
Ganon lang siyang mood for me. Runner-up, pero kasi hindi ko siya, I really listened to this song. Actually, it's an album na hindi ko, I guess, mapo-point out ko siya sa mga mid-20s ko na siguro, but I listened to this album a lot hanggang ngayon. It's also a non-English song or non-English album. And it's actually K-pop. Wala na tong group na to ngayon, unfortunately. So, and this is their last album. So, there was a girl group sa Korea called FX. And yung last album nila is called Four Walls. And I know, Jerky, you don't like electronic music. But this one actually got me into deep house. Kasi I've never listened to that genre before. But they did, I mean, it's Korean. So I don't understand Hangul. Pero like, just how the song was just, the album was just created. it's electronic, it's deep house, ang daming synth na sound. Pero you know how there will be some type of genre na pag pinakinggan mo, even if you haven't listened to it before na intently, na it sounds so nostalgic.
And familiar.
Yeah. So, ganun yung tunog sa akin ng album na Four Walls. And the title track is also Four Walls. Unfortunately, wala na sila kayo, but this is, I think, one of their best albums, even though ito yung parang swan song album, quote-unquote nila. But it's actually really good. Yun yung runner-up ko. And I used to listen to this when I was like working. And sometimes, if I feel nostalgic, kasi di ako masyado talaga nakikinig ng K-pop, this particular group and this particular album talaga yung binabalikan ko. So, I hope you guys try it. I know, like, mas maraming fans yung mga mas bagong groups ngayon, but FX, I think, is one of the best, more modern K-pop groups na nag-exist. So, that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you sa pag-share. Yeah, papakinggan ko yung mga, yun nga yung perfect kiss yung tinanong ko ba? Parang na-intriga ako dun bigla. Papakinggan ko siya
mamaya. Panoorin mo yung music video, Phil.
Yeah.
May love ka lalo.
Yeah, so thank you sa ating lahat sa pag-share ng mga songs, significant songs sa ating buhay ngayon. And I will give the mic to Kay for our campfire statements.
Campfire statements, okay.
Meron ka ba?
Actually, can we start with Angela or someone else?
Ako, sige. Ako
I need to organize my thoughts.
Sige, ako
Kahit
na
sino.
lang muna.
Go.
It's not
Sino
really a
ready?
statement, but being true to our topic na music. You know the song from ABBA? Thank you for the music, yata ba yung title nun? So, thank you for the music songs. So, I'm singing thanks for all the joy they're bringing. You can live without it. Anyway, yun yung ano ko. Na parang, thank you for the music. And then, yun yung isa. Tapos may isa pa ako na song din naman. We used to sang it nung nasa choir pa ako nung grade school days. We use it for our warm-up na rounds na ginagawa namin. Familiar ba kayo sa rounds? Yung kakanta ako, tapos matatapos yung song, tapos papasok ka, tapos sabay magsasalitan tayo. Parang ganon.
No.
And then nag-overlap.
Hindi kami ganun mag-vocalize dati.
Nag-overlap siya at some point. Yung song goes like, all things shall perish under the sky. Music alone shall live, never to die.
Ano, may actual siyang song?
Yeah, parang siyang
phrase
folk
lang
sing
siya?
na all things shall perish under the sky. Music alone
Alive,
shall
alive.
live.
Alive,
Music
ano ba to?
alone shall live. Music alone
ano,
Pangsimbahan ba ito?
never to die. Parang hindi ko alam kung
Simbahan
saan
daw
ang origins
ba?
nun.
Pangsimbahan ba ito?
Ha?
Pangsimbahan?
Mapapa-research
No,
tayo.
hindi siya simbahan.
Medyo dark siya.
Okay.
Oo
Kala
nga,
ko parang
no?
pangsimbahan.
I don't think so. Hindi ko alam. Wala akong pakialam. Basta kinakanta ko siya. Kasi as ano namin yun required mo kapag nag-vocalize. Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks. Next.
A?
Ako ba?
Oo.
No, wala naman ako pero parang ko lang na yung I just wanna point out more like yung similarities namin ni actually I think similarities nating lahat na parang tama nga itong title nitong episode natin, Life Soundtrack. Kasi there's always like that one or two songs na kapag narinig mo parang it actually marks something dun sa kumbaga sa life mo, like you remember something, it just like merong flashback ng memories na, I mean, some of them may not be accurate like what I said, pero it just brings back a lot of memories, whether good or bad or bittersweet. So I'm just happy that we actually finally recorded this episode. We talked about music. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, salamat. Tas ako mabilis lang bago si Kay. Kung afford nyo, pay for a subscription sa music streaming service kung ano man yung kaya mong i-afford. Kasi para sa akin, it is worth it. Kasi you get to listen to different types of songs, old, new, past, kung ano man yung mga gustong pakinggan. So it's not really about the song, but it's all about the experience for me na parang, if you can afford it, go for the paid music streaming subscription, kung ano man yung preferred mo. It's actually good. It will help you, lalo na ngayong pandemic. Songs do help.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Advice.
actually, to add on to that, if you're listening to a smaller band, try ordering their physical media. Kasi I think I get most of, kung digital download, I get mine from Bandcamp. But for others, if kunyari may record sila or may CD sila, I actually get it from their website. So if possible, yeah, just buy the physical media because it helps the artists too. Anyway, for my statement, bang statement ko? I guess just listen to what you want. And ano nga ba yun yung saying na na parang stop thinking about how others see you kasi other people think about themselves more than they ever do for you, something like that.
Hindi ko alam.
Yun na yata yun eh.
Yeah, basta may ganon na parang wag ka maging self-conscious kasi lahat tayo self-conscious eh. So, they don't actually think about you. They think about themselves. So, just stop thinking what other people will see you for. Just do what you want. Again, within reason na parang, hindi ka naman nakakasakit. That kind of thing. Medyo unrelated siya, pero I guess that's how I view my tastes too. Na parang, yeah, I just listen to my own stuff, but, no one cares, so whatever. Yeah. And thanks for the campfire statement, guys. Handoff ko na kay Jerky.
Yeah, thanks kay. So, yeah, thank you sa pakikinig. Again, you can visit our website at Linktree using our handle, Basecamp Podcast, and our social media links, podcast catchers, and email contact form are available there if you want to reach out to us. You can also reach out to us using our social medias on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook using our handle at Basecamp Podcast. Feel free to tag us so we can repost. So like, follow, and subscribe. Nice. And
Yes,
then,
please.
isa pa, you can also email us directly sa basecamppodcast@gmail.com kung may mga tanong, kayo hinaing love problems, kayo para sa amin, at saka kung may gusto kayong topic na gusto
Cover.
yan na
Yeah.
pag-usapan namin.
I-discuss namin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then for next episode, medyo controversial and contentious tong topic na to for next month. We are gonna talk about smart shaming. So, bakit ba may mga taong todo lang ang inis sa iba na when they just try to be reasonable and apply critical thinking at sasabihin ka pa rin ng edi ikaw na ang madaming alam. Siguro madalas sila tong naririnig or nababasa sa mga comments sa social media na parang you try to point something out, try to educate somebody, and then instead na yung medyo civil discussion, they will, give you the...
Dismiss.
Yeah.
They will shut you down.
Yes, yun, exactly. Yeah.
That's what they want to do.
So more on this on our next episode.
Parang panahon, no? Mainit-init din. So habang umiinit ang panahon dito sa umiinit din yung discussion. So thank you, Jerky, for our closing statement. So again, thank you so much for listening sa aming mga tagapakinig, and we hope to provide another episode for you next time. See you next time.
Thank you.
See you next episode.
Bye.
Thank you.
Manila
girl. Bye.
Manila girl.
Manila girl.
Constantine.
Uy, ang ganda yung idagdag niyo na. Gusto ko yung may nag-grab.